pages for the cost of $1,000. Marks will get the roof specification sheet to Dale Bergman within a week so he can get specification sheet to prospective bidders. Also, I think I must have missed this whole paragraph. Did I probably did. The committee decided to have Master Tech do a core sample? No, I didn't read that, that's right. Okay, the bids are due by August 13th, 2026 at 5 p.m. We'll be open to the township board on that evening, board's meeting. Decision on whether to accept a bid will not be made on the night of the board meeting on August 13th. This is because we thought we needed more time to digest that, and that's a good idea. The quotes will be handed over to the roof subcommittee for their review and recommendation to the township board. The township board can make a decision whoever they want. It's just the subcommittee will decide who they think is the best. Decision on who won the roof quote will be determined by a township board at a special meeting, or will be decided at the next township board meeting on September 10th, 2026. So it kind of explains where we're at. And I also include the spec sheet, as you can see, is very, very detailed and very comprehensive. Really appreciate his work on that. And I got 4 quotes turned in, and as I said, we'll open tonight.
Dale, do you want to tell them what the core samples found?
Yeah, they found out, it's really interesting, Barb, I'm glad you brought that up, that there was actually 3 levels of roofing there. There wasn't like 2 or 1, there was actually 3, so.
And we had rotten boards.
Yeah, that's true, Barb. Yeah, it was very good to get that core sample. The guy really knew what he was doing. This quote here, this first one here is from Arrow Roofing. And
Are we gonna read the quotes or not?
well, that's up to the board, whether you want me to, I just read the dollar amount, or do you want to just hand them over to the subcommittee?
I just hand them the subcommittee.
I think that's fine with me. How about you, Bob?
I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't think we have to. I will open them just for the sake of opening them, because I said they would be open, but I think that's a real good idea, and we'll just get them to the subcommittee, and they
I
will.
think tonight we should set a date for the subcommittee to meet.
Yes, sounds good. We can do that after our meeting, Barb, if you want.
Okay.
And that's but I'll just make sure just to follow the.
Can you tell me at least who turned in bids? Arrow
Sure,
Roofing?
I'm glad to, yeah.
Arrow was here.
Yep.
Bill, maybe you wanna tell them what you do. They get sick of me talking all the time. Everybody does. My wife gets sick of me talking all the time. Did you wanna tell the people who bid on them, Bill?
I'm just trying to get this one back in here, and it's fighting me.
I don't know what that is.
Pictures, I think. No, there's pictures in it. C&I think this is. Is that what?
Sparta, yeah, they're from Sparta.
C&I.
Yeah, that's McGinnis. They're the ones that bought a lot of the Hendler property.
Really? Oh, that's right, I remember.
The Four Brothers?
Yeah, they did
Yep.
some work, they did a roof at our cemetery.
Yes, they did it, that's right.
Did you say the first one was Arrow?
Yep,
Mm-hmm. Versatile. And
they're
Grant.
in Grant, yeah, I don't know. I think that was one of the Marcus knew was good. Marcus Christie.
I'll tell you a story later.
Oh,
They did my road.
oh, they did?
Yep.
Now you gotta solve one.
I was like, that's all.
No.
Yes, they did.
Might as well just
So
tell
who was
everybody now.
who was that last one?
Trident. Okay. 4 of them.
So we had 4?
Yeah, some of them were close, some of them are way out in left field. so-
Okay, so we have 4.
Do you guys wanna, you
We can hang on to them.
can hang on to them.
Or you can look at them too if you want to. No matter. Or you can look at them afterwards. Might
Well-
not do anything till we have another meeting.
The next item is public safety review sharing allocation. And I wanted to look, Sarah did a nice job on the minutes explaining what appeared to be our options. They were number one, include security cameras at township parks, intersection, township facilities. Number two was AED purchase for Sparta Police Department. And number three was connecting existing cameras owned by local businesses to the county camera network. So that would be, unless the board has another one to add to this, I think we should make a decision tonight because that one of the officers we talked to told us we had kind of deadlines.
That option 3, was that actually pliable, something we could implement? Was the county in favor of doing that or not? Cause I thought somebody had to check on that.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, you could utilize their cameras like a local business if they had it, and then you pay like $400 and then that allows them access into that camera. So instead of paying for the whole camera and everything, it's just allowing the fee to have access to the camera.
So-
I am not ready to make a decision tonight, because I believe we were waiting on.
Officer Price,
Yeah,
so-
he's
well-
gonna give us some quotes.
So he came to our SRA meeting, Officer Price,
Oh, nice.
last week, and it kind of explained everything. The village does not need a AED, so that is off the table, they went and bought their own.
Okay.
So that leaves us with, is it 4,000?
Yes.
So,
Well, actually, plus the whole 12 if we put the 12 into cameras.
Yes, so we could keep
The
the
whole thing.
4, right, for ourselves, or if the sheriff is taking over and doing the cameras or anything, then
so
yes.
David had suggested tying in, actually for quite reasonable. Maybe you can help me explain all the tech part of it, Marcy might understand it better than me. I wish he was here, but.
You didn't use techie words.
I know, but the long story short is, it's a win-win situation for us, the village, the police officers. They can see anytime there's lights pulling into the sports park or something like that, immediately they can actually see it if they happen to be looking on there in the middle of the night. Or if there's a call, they can type in into that camera. It was very cheap for him to do that. I think they got a little discounted rate. Also, what are we paying for Wi-Fi out there? 42?
40 some
something.
dollars, and then I think it can also cover the Wi-Fi in the office, which is $220. Cause they do it through Verizon, and since they're connected to cameras, we can save a lot of money that way. So we're still looking into it, we still have, Officer Price was gonna give us some suggestions on what he thinks we should get for in town. And then we might be able to still have some money yet to do some like, that the county presented to us out of town also.
Yeah.
So,
Cause we basically have what, 12,000, we have 16,000 somewhere,
basically,
something
yeah,
like that.
something like that.
If I'm not mistaken, it was like $4,000 a site, a location.
Something like that, but we're still getting some prices, we are not ready to do it tonight, so I make a motion that we table it till we get the rest of the information.
Well, and if we do the camera on our building instead of the sheriff's, we could have, like Price was saying, they could put it on the corner, and they would have access to that as the village, because the village obviously serves this area here. So if we got cameras for the sports park, camera for our building on the outside, that would be for the village, the Sparta Village Police Department, and then the remainder could go to the sheriff's with a plan of where we want those cameras, and so like a wish list. And so I think an agreement would have to be made with the village police department saying, hey, this is the cameras we want. They're like $55 or something, he said on Amazon, he would install them, do that. I think he was getting approval by the village to potentially do that, and so I don't, like, how
I
much
thought
is
they
that?
were a
We don't know.
special outfit.
No, it really is, the way he explained it, it was actually pretty simple to tie in, cause he's put cameras up himself, he's helped the village put cameras up on certain areas, and we could have up to 4 cameras, so just fairly inexpensive, a new modem
Yeah,
over there, cause our modem over there is 7 years old and that's about the life expectancy. We'd
But
have
he
better
builds-
Wi-Fi and,
You mean the modem at Sports Park?
yes,
So you put 4 cameras up there?
yeah.
yes,
And they would be about $30 a month versus what we're paying now, but the check would go to the village, we'd write a check to the village, and even the Wi-Fi is for security, so you could put the whole $4,000 to that and as,
Pay for your Wi-Fi with money too.
yeah,
So you wouldn't have a Wi-Fi bill anymore, is that what you're saying?
for at least for a
Or
while,
at least
for
Sports Park.
a little while, but
yeah.
it's
I don't know if this is gonna be a continual thing, it almost sounds like it could,
It's
it's not a one and done thing.
No, it's
Yeah,
not
that's
one and
what-
done, but as technology changes, you
Right.
know, but
Yeah.
for now, it sounds like a great idea. So, we can come in, we can table it, but I think we should be ready to go by next meeting on make a decision.
Yeah,
And so even if he has a special committee or whatever to make a recommendation.
Right.
Do we have any other locations that we put cameras or based on Kent County's recommendation?
Kent County.
Or they don't have them
Kent County
already?
didn't give a recommendation because they say you kinda know where.
You know where the trouble spots
yeah.
are just as much as they do.
And if you looked at the data, you would look and see that it's near the trailer parks. And then obviously there's intersections that have a lot of accidents, so you're looking at M37, that kind of stuff, so it's where.
They would have their own camera there.
Yeah,
too.
that county would have that, wouldn't they?
I would like to see one, I mean, I know we've only had one incident that's gone through the library park, but that is a dark area back in there. And
But
there
if,
had,
but if it's dark, what's the camera gonna show?
well,
And he might have a
But-
camera up there in that new bathroom, I think he said that.
There are cam
Yeah.
on the new bathroom, but that's still quite a ways from the library park,
Yeah,
I think.
well, and they've had, go ahead.
We do have it's the northeast corner of the library, we do have a camera on that corner.
You do.
And it shows some of Library Park.
You do, okay.
are you in need of any more security?
Inside, we're covered, outside, that, we have that one, and then we have one right by our front door.
Okay.
There's not one on the southeast corner,
That would be
Doesn't
towards the
show-
parking lot,
correct.
Okay.
where the
And you
village
could
would
put
have.
one. You could put one in the middle somewhere, would show the rest of the library park.
So we
Is
could,
there any lights that shine down into library park?
Just the ones that you guys have on the
On
poles,
the path.
on the path,
Is there any light back by that white building?
not that I'm aware of.
I'm thinking too about the new museum, that door is back there, kind of hidden away.
I think if we're involving the village police department, I feel like we need an agreement as like what was presented to us with the sheriff, saying,
Yeah, I
hey,
think Dave
this is
has
what
a
we
good
have, this is
idea
what it
about-
is, so if we say, hey, here's 6,000 or whatever, these are kind of our expectations or our wishes, we wanna start here with the sports park, and then move on to the library, do this and do that, so that way we know that 6,000 is exhausted
Yeah.
within what we want, cause I know Price makes his own boxes, right, and does all his tech things with it, which saves them time and money. He installs all of that, but that's when he's on the clock. So if the village is willing to allow him to do that for the township, that'd be great. So we needed like an agreement, I think, in order to present that next meeting to say, yeah, let's go for it.
He was supposed to be working on it too, but he didn't get it done in time for our meeting.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he could have something for us next time, hopefully.
Yes.
I know we have had someone try to break into the schoolhouse recently. They have cut a screen and tried to get in and they couldn't. So we have no security other than our alarm system out there. And
Yeah.
That's a little harder because you don't have Wi-Fi.
Right,
Yeah.
that's the key, you gotta have the Wi-Fi. And that's what, over there, why we can tie into there and have maybe as many as 4 cameras,
well, we have Simply Safe out there.
so.
Well,
But that's,
the motion on the table.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
Marcy made the motion to table this. Is there a second?
I'll second.
And second by Ashley, any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed signify by saying nay. Passed unanimously. Next item is a prisoner of war missing in action resolution. This is something we pass every year, and I attend a special meeting and hand it in. Entertain a motion to approve the resolution.
Make that motion.
Moved by Barb, is there a second? Second by Bill. Any further discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, signify by saying nay. Pass unanimously.
Does that have to be a roll call?
Not that.
No, okay.
Nope. Clerk's proposal.
I sent you guys all, resume, and I don't know if you got time to look at it today, but I sent out what I was gonna read tonight. In my effort to make everybody aware. So after nearly 37 years of marriage and a lifetime of balance and multiple demanding jobs, my husband and I have officially met our lifelong goal to retire. While he plans to transition out of work gradually, I'm ready to take the next step toward my own retirement. Because I take my role as township clerk very seriously, I've spent over a year researching for a successor who shares the same dedication with work ethic and high ethical standards required for this position. I'm confident that I found the ideal candidate in Christy King. I previously forwarded her resume to you for your review, which highlights her extensive qualifications. Over the past few years, I've worked closely with Christy during our township elections, giving me firsthand knowledge of her capability, integrity, and readiness for this role. For the good of the township, I'm formally requesting the board approve the hiring of Christy Kane under the following terms. I'd like her to start September 1st. I'd like you guys to pay her $20 an hour. Her schedule will be part-time training. We estimate like 1 to 2 days a week, maybe a little bit more during elections. Training will be directly under my supervision to master the clerk's daily responsibilities and election administration procedures. Hiring Christy as an employee starting September 1st will allow her to qualify and enroll for mandatory certification classes required to administer elections and serve as clerk. Furthermore, navigating the upcoming election cycle directly alongside with me will equip her with the practical hands-on experience necessary to serve our community seamlessly. Pending Christie's continued commitment through this transition, my final date and official resignation date will be November 30th. Following my departure, I will happily remain available on an as-need basis to provide further training and support to ensure a seamless handoff. So,
With that, I'm assuming you're gonna want us to approve Christie then.
I do. I want you to approve hiring Christy.
I'm just curious, after all this,
So that we can
we're gonna train her, and now we gotta,
train her and hope
then
to
you're gonna
God
wanna-
she doesn't change her mind. So y'all need to behave yourselves.
well, we can do
I
the
know
best
it's
we
hard.
can.
Hard for me too. But I don't know if anybody's got any questions for Christy. She wanted to come tonight in case you guys have any questions for her, but I've thought long and hard about this for many years actually, and when I started working with Christy, God just made it more and more clear that she was my pick, and her job now is coming to an end, so I've been kind of waiting for that so that we can make this transition, so.
Well, how about if we hear from Christie? We got your resume, and
Yeah, introduction letter.
Yep.
It wasn't a formal resume, but happy to share that with you and delighted to get to know Marcy a little bit more over the last few months as we've talked about this opportunity. I've been following what's happening in the township for a long time. Dale and I have known each other for way back, from when I did all the Town and Country Days event planning. And so I understand where the township is at in this moment in time, and I think that it's important to have, strong leadership and a good transition. I do recognize that going forward, the clerk position will require an election to stay in that that role, and so I'm fully aware of that, but yeah, I've been working outside of town, and that job is kind of coming to a close with the capital campaign that I've been working on for the Kent County Youth Agricultural Association. And so I'm excited about the opportunity to work a little closer to home too, so.
Well, I personally can't think of a better candidate to hire, to train in. This is not an easy job, and you have to have I think a good personality to handle this and deal with people, and I certainly think Christie has that qualification. So I would make a motion that we move forward and hire her for part-time.
I second.
Moved by Rob that we move forward and hire Christie Kane part-time, is that right? Part-time, and it was seconded by Barrow. Any further discussion?
I just had a couple we're not setting any precedent of doing this. This is something that's normally done, can be done. We're not going,
It
stepping
can be.
outside of,
No, I mean, people hire election specialists all the
Yep,
time
I
now
know.
and stuff, and kind of being the clerk that's the election specialist is sometimes, changing a little bit because the elections are more and more complicated all the time to just, so when someone would run against you with no background at all in it, it would be extremely hard to step into this position.
oh, I understand that.
And I can agree to that.
Yes.
Coming
And-
from the treasurer side of it. So I appreciate that you guys are working together and you know, being able to hire her and know the job before she starts, because I didn't have that opportunity. I asked to come in for free and I wasn't allowed to. I would have been paid and came in here, so at the end of the day, if she's willing to come in and learn the job and figure it out before she takes the role, that's amazing, and we wouldn't want anything other than that, so that's awesome that you.
No, I understand that, it's just it's the payment process, and I don't want anybody working for nothing, I understand all that. And 1 and 2 days a week, that's fine, but I don't know if there's 8 hours a day, 7 hours a day, 5 hours a day.
I guess it would just depend on what
There's
we're.
24 hours in a day.
It's just
I
dependent.
understand how that works.
Oh, okay.
When you work half days, under 12-hour days, by the way.
I think it's just gonna depend on day to day on what there is training. I mean, it might be half days, it might be some whole days, it might be 2 or 3 or 4 days during the election because there's a lot
I
going
just hate
on.
to have somebody come in here sitting and there's a person sitting there going.
We're not doing that, we're not gonna do that.
I sure hope not.
No, that's not the intention.
Yeah, I'm hoping, I have a lot of flexibility to be able to phase this in and be kind of project specific even. Just with another part-time job that I have that's simply some data entry from home. And then the campaign work that I do is, it's also very flexible. So I think that there's opportunity for me to be able to be more project specific and versus.
I know we're not talking about a lot of
X number
time,
of
but
hours
it's
a
only,
day.
it's only about 3 months.
Right.
And obviously, you're not gonna learn in 3 months what you've
No,
been doing for 20 years or whatever.
I'll be a month shy of 17 years, so over 30 elections under my belt, so.
I think it's very commendable to be proactive this way, because the last thing that you need is to just drop somebody into a position, you poor
Right.
girl.
Survived,
You know,
but I'm-
and you've done very well, you know, I mean, that is horrible, to just show up into a job and not have a clue of where to start and where to go. And I commend you for being proactive and saying, this needs to be a transition. I commend you for that, I think that's great.
Because there is not a lot of support beyond the office, like I thought there was, but there isn't. It's literally, you're in the office, you learn it, and that's how it is gonna be. And the clerk has way more to do than the treasurer, so if I struggled and worked 4 or 5 days a week, 9-hour days when I first started, I couldn't imagine what your position would be if you just walked in not knowing anything. Our township would not survive, and I would not want that. So coming from me, working in the office, I see what they do work hard. I'm not concerned that you would just be sitting there because you learn a lot in conversation, answering phones and doing stuff like that as well. So it's not always having paper in front of you or the computer in front of you. The job is way beyond that, so. But I understand what you're saying though.
And that's not my intention, is to just literally just sit there.
Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed signify by saying nay. That's unanimous. You bet, well, welcome aboard, Christie.
So when do we actually have to
You're
have
really
a
good.
nomination committee to appoint her?
Maybe
November meeting?
in November, because if she's still on board in November, then
She's still here in November.
I could turn in my resignation in November, because Dale asked me if I could turn it in, I'm like, not yet. She hasn't even tried this yet.
You may have to stay longer.
I might have to say longer. I'm not willing to just turn this over to anybody. She is definitely a, my
So November would be
top
the earliest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that helps me too, you know, obviously the election in November is key. But I also have a daughter getting married in November and I have a son getting married in 2 weeks. So for me, the next few months of life are extra busy. Well, I also have one getting married in April, so.
That's a lot right there.
I know.
You'll fit right in.
Should have to do it all at one time, you know?
I tried to get the girls to do that, but.
But I can definitely come back to like when she has to do W-2s and, cause there's a lot of things I do like once a year, once every 6 months, or once a quarter.
Yeah.
Stuff that we might not necessarily hit in those 3 months. So I am willing to help her after that also. I mean, I've put a lot of time and effort and made a lot of changes, and I'm proud of the job I've done here, and I don't want that lost,
And we appreciate that.
so.
Well, and we've hired mentors to come out from different townships to help me from ranging in different hourly wages. So I'm assuming when you, we talk about you resigning, maybe we can discuss what that looks like if you have to come back and assist her and be that mentor for however long. So.
Well, with the new election laws, the clerk's job is immensely changed, you know, just fairly recent.
So much more difficult.
It is.
So, appreciate you.
I appreciate you all very much, because this will make things, it's a good thing for the township, period.
100%.
And we do love you, Marcy.
Thank you, I love you all too. At least most of the time.
You're getting carried away there.
Well, the next item on our agenda is PA 116 application from Victor Hubert LLC. I just got that a day ago, but it's pretty standard that we approve these, so. Any questions about it?
So John Beisel farm.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't put the storage in with it, just the land.
I don't know if that's a separate parcel.
It is a separate parcel.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
So you're saying there's two more?
Entertain a motion for approval of the PA 116 application.
I'll make that motion.
Moved by Rob, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Bill, any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed signify by saying nay. Pass unanimously. Other informational?
I do. We've got a sign at the Fire School Museum and the library park that is going to need replacing. They are in very poor shape. Wherever it was that we had the library park sign made, I think we ought to consider the Myers School sign being made there as well to look similar to that. I think it'd be nice if the signs were, you know, all uniform, but they're in bad shape. The one out at the schoolhouse is really rotten.
It's not that blue, the one, is it?
Huh?
This is the library. This
That's
is
the library
school.
sign, it's falling apart. I think it may have gotten hit.
I'm wondering if it did get hit, because it's
Yeah.
pushed pretty.
Yeah, there's another picture I have where both posts, were scraped up pretty bad. I think that, individual who went through the park
Cause
sideswiped that
there's one of
sign.
these at the cemeteries too, right?
Yeah,
And those look pretty good yet.
Yeah, but this one got hit, is what I'm saying.
But there's no
And
evidence.
it's cracked, it's broken.
I see that.
The other post, the other picture I have, the whole post has been scraped and it's leaning.
Yeah, I just thought whoever did them did a very nice job and they look well.
Graphicus did that.
Who?
Doug, where did you say those signs were made up in Newaygo?
I
When
think,
the way go off in M82.
Yeah.
Graphicus.
So, I'd like to have the library sign looked at and possibly have, the, schoolhouse sign, get a quote on having that made as well by these same people.
Did you want them all
And get
looking
it-
the same?
Yeah, I think it would be nice if, so that, and for one, I think that the schoolhouse sign would be, it would catch their
Yes.
attention if it was blue like that.
I agree.
It would pop a little bit better. But, it definitely, the schoolhouse is rotten, it's falling apart.
We'll put that on our agenda in our next meeting.
Okay,
So like,
Just those two?
yeah, those are the only two that I've noticed that need assistance, need help.
I can call them because they have, I'm sure they have the template or whatever that we use to make all that stuff, so.
Maybe we can send this up and we can get some
They
input.
made the historical, the
I would pass
Carnegie
that
Center
right down to Marcy.
for Carnegie Room. And that just
Anything-
happened 2 years ago.
Okay,
So
yeah.
they have, it looks just like all the other signs.
Right.
Anything else under other
The
information?
only other is, we got a copy of our Siegfried Cranville internal audit. No significant findings, no disagreements. Internal, everything was good, are appropriate, considered everything, did adjustments. Everything is wonderful, so.
good job, yeah.
Job well done.
Great work, Bill.
Boilerplate.
Where are we on the elevator? Were we gonna talk about that?
We have a meeting
Next week, Tuesday,
Thursday,
20th,
The 20th?
Thursday.
20th. If anybody would like to join that meeting, because I don't know if I'll be around when all this goes down. So if anybody else would like to join that meeting, I will go, but we should at least have one other person besides me and Dale.
I'll go.
Well, Bill, I asked Bill to
Oh,
go.
Bill's gonna go?
okay.
Otherwise, you can go around without.
That's fine.
Or you and Bill can go. The three of you can go.
I'm gonna have a little more updated information too from, Cont on that too, because I explained that,
Not available,
we got that grant from.
bowing out on that one.
Same.
But I think, cause we're spending their money, I think they take more of the reins as far as getting quotes and stuff. Is how I understood it. I could be wrong, but that's how I understood it when I talked to them, when I talked to CBDG about it initially.
I think you may be right.
That's kind of what I heard, so, I don't, it might be other people other than Kone also, so.
Okay, sure.
But they're supposed to go all over that during that meeting, so I'm glad somebody else is gonna be there to listen and hear and do what we need to do.
One other thing, the sports park, if you drive in there, you're probably gonna see, we had a couple storage containers kind of donated to help out with the, alleviate some of the pressure that's in our concession area. For the, I don't know who's gonna put their stuff in there, if it's soccer, football, or Little League. But, we set them in place last Thursday, they were painted all blue, should keep the rain off it.
Where'd you get them from?
I think, I'm not sure if Rex donated them, is it Rex Baker?
Yeah.
If they came from there, one of them was, doors were pretty hard to get open, but we wiggled them back and forth, a little of WD-40 in there and
And then they were.
a little bit, yeah, so, but it's
They're dry.
it's storage until, I would like actually, some point, my goal is, before I leave the board someday, is to get a building built there like it needs to be, where the fuel pumps can be set up and hardwired in, because they really don't like what fuel pumps are. They don't wanna fill them, because they're not sitting on a cement slab or hard gravel per spot. So, and we need the space anyway, and down the road, but I think we could, I think there's possibility that we could put a good capital campaign together, just to raise maybe $60,000 would go a long way,
Building it.
yeah. So,
Where'd you put it where the pumps are now?
yeah. And that's our only spot available, we can never, where those trees are, that's all wetlands, and we know for a fact we cannot do anything with that,
Unless the trees died.
so. You could cut them off, but I think it'd ruin the aesthetics of
Yeah, I
the
know.
park.
Maybe.
I don't know where you can get some trees.
Well,
Once you dig out of the cemetery, don't count.
Wasn't counting on those.
Oh, okay.
Is there any public comment this time? Please state your name and address.
Brookburg, 10870 Phelps, Sparta. I missed a few meetings, but the last one I went at was the start of the public revenue sharing and the camera discussion, and since then, there's been a lot of court cases with municipalities being sued for Fourth Amendment things due to flock cameras and or the cameras like flock. It doesn't sound like the cameras that you guys are looking at are flock. They're not tied into the AI and stuff like that. I just wanted to make the cautionary tale of, I don't think any of us want our budget spent on lawyers for violating a Fourth Amendment right, and it's probably gonna end up in the Supreme Court in the next year or two. But I just wanted to make the statement as the stuff is going forward that keep an eye on the flock cameras and their competitors.
That's a good point.
That's all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Your name and address, sir.
Do what?
Well, I know what you're doing, but you're supposed to state your name
Well, I
and
was just going
address.
to. My name's Doug Pinckney, 11353 Stebbins Avenue, Sparta Township. Only been there 84 years, so I'm a newcomer.
Well, welcome to the community.
To answer your question about are you setting a precedent, the Kent County Sheriff's Department does this every time one sheriff leaves and they put a new sheriff in. They get the undersheriff taking the sheriff's job before the sheriff leaves, so you're not setting a precedent. Other than that, we had 153 people went through a military museum Saturday.
Excellent.
We were open from 10 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. And they just kept streaming in, so that museum's doing a good job. Hopefully the other one does. Talking about signs, we're gonna have to build a sign to put over the door to the new museum, and we're gonna have to decide what we're gonna call it. Museum of How We Used to Live, or whatever we're gonna call it. There's a place on 17 Mile Road by a body shop that does signs. They made one for the military museum, so we can talk about that. But, and other than that, we got a gal from the Grand Rapids Museum is helping us out as to how we wanna build our museum. So it's not gonna be cobbled, it's gonna be she went to college for 4 years to learn how to do this, so hopefully it looks like something it's supposed to look like. And it's coming along slowly, but it will get here eventually, so
You got your big showing in November.
that'll be, the showing will be in the front part, but whether we'll be ready to show it all or not, I don't know.
I think he's talking about the documentary.
Yeah, that's gonna be in the Civic Center, big room. That's still open for parties. So, and other than that, we've just moved some cases today, display cases. And I bought a couple $100 worth of plywood and stuff to build more shelves, so we're working towards it, but and to make you feel bad, I'm going to the meeting Monday night.
Thanks, Doug. Any other further public comment at this time? Well, entertain a motion for adjournment.
just a minute, Dale, I do have one other comment. There's a nice article in the Sparta today about what the township does for those tax dollars for all the public and the village residents and township residents. I guess we're all township, village and township. And encourage people to look at that. And then also a nice article on the sports park for the people that really do a lot for it. Keep it clean and mowed.
And congratulations to the library for their millage.
Well, is there a motion for adjournment?
I'll make that motion.
Moved by Marcy, that we adjourn, is there a second?
Second.
And seconded by Barb, any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, signify by saying nay. Passed unanimously and we're adjourned. Barb, you wanna see these?
Yes, I do.
This, right?